Live. Hey, Michael, it's time.
Yay!
Yay! All right.
Tonight, O.J. Simpson is officially a free man. His parole coming to an end in Nevada 3 months early. He served 9.
What in the world?
Free OJ! Free OJ!
What are you talking
Free
about?
OJ!
No, we are
Free
not.
OJ!
We are not freeing OJ. Oh my
No,
God.
we did. It worked. He's free. OJ is finally free
Oh my gosh.
after all these years.
I don't understand why we talking about OJ. I don't
Because he's
understand.
free. He's a free man tonight.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Finally,
Let
OJ
me.
is free.
All right.
Do you remember how this is? Remember when this was important to black people? Do you remember that, Valarie?
I don't ever remember it being. Well, you know
Oh,
what?
I do. It was really
It was important to
for a
me,
second.
but yeah, it was important to me. But let me take care of some business first before you go off on your OJ tangent. I did not see that coming. This episode of Talk on Tuesdays is brought to you by NBN's African American Historical News Journal. Give the gift of knowledge this holiday season as the drive for 5 starts now. I got my 5, and I invite you to get your 5. Go to nbnconnect.com and type in interludes as the referral. For more information, we'll have Mr. Springer throw it in the chat. Okay, we're done with our business situation. Okay, wonderful.
Speaking of African American history, OJ is finally free. Free OJ.
I don't understand what is going on.
Well, first he killed his wife.
Oh,
then
wow.
he got off on that. Then he went back, and then people tried to extort him, and then he went in with his boys with some guns blazing and busted into the room in Las Vegas.
He wanted his trophy back. He wanted his trophy back. I totally get that.
Yeah, well, don't sell him. How about that? That's the easy way to keep him. Don't sell it.
Well, he sold it because he was desperate for money at the time. Wasn't that the issue, Michael? He didn't have any money, and then he said, "Let's go ahead and sell it."
He should have asked his daughter for some money. I mean, his daughter's rich, ain't she?
I don't think that is what's happening. I don't think.
Oh, that's right. They still haven't said that's officially his daughter, right? So we still have to pretend like that Chloe's not his daughter, right?
Okay. I'm walking away from this conversation. Okay, now we would like to send our thoughts and prayers to the victims, unfortunately, of the tornadoes that happened over the weekend. 5 states were affected with this. Michael, did you see the news on that?
Yeah. So that so we're coming from Illinois, and that's downstate Illinois, Edwardsville. There was a Amazon facility, one of their places, and the roof fell in one section. Through Kentucky held most of the damage that was from this. Apparently, I think it was an E5 that went through. It was a ridiculous storm. Went on for more than 200 miles across 5 different states. Dozens of people have been confirmed as deceased now. There are charities at work, the Red Cross, some other charities are also on the ground there trying to provide people with help, aid, especially at this time of the year. We're talking about almost 2 weeks out before Christmas. You saw some of the damages.
Yeah. And yeah, it really is. And we have
Mr. Val.
What happened?
That's a real bummer.
Yeah. And I wanted to just kind of get that and talk about it because I just feel like, what is this? I want to say, is it global warming? Like it was warm weather meeting with cold weather, because we normally don't have tornadoes in a December. I'm like, that should have been a snowstorm. But how am I going to argue with God what he should send through anything? And I'm just like that was completely devastating. I know we had rain and stuff here in Chicago, but think it. I don't think I saw any damage like I saw in Kentucky and other places. So, guys, please be careful. This is Mother Nature. She does not. There is no calendar date on when weird weather will show up. It doesn't matter because I'm thinking December, it's snow. Tornadoes is June, not December.
No,
But
but you're right.
yeah.
You're right about that. There are systems that have moved across the country at times.
Hmm.
Um, one of them was happening with this storm because you had, as you said, up to the north, you had temperatures that were in
The 50s.
yeah, right,
Yeah,
and
50s, 60s.
then
Yeah.
you had temperatures that were in the teens,
Hmm.
and those fronts came and hit each other. I'm not a meteorologist, but you look
Yeah.
at a map and you say, "Oh, that's not good."
Yeah.
And a lot of times you see that in the plain states. You can see kind of a wide variation in temperatures in a day.
Yeah.
This certainly was something different. Thank goodness there weren't, um, although lives were lost, it wasn't a lot in terms of what it could have been,
Yeah.
given the areas that the storm hit. Um, and it's just terrible. I mean, you see some of it and in the randomness of it too.
Yeah.
There are houses on one side of the street that are fine, and then on the other, they're open. You know, you
Yeah.
see right through.
So definitely, if you'd like to find out how to help, I think yes, it's Red Cross. There's a bunch of other
A lot of
organizations,
charities, right?
yeah,
Yeah,
charities that are
best ones are always the ones that are local. So
yes.
the people that are on the ground there, those are
Hmm.
the people that you really want to try to get in touch with if you are so inclined.
Right.
It's the season, right? Giving time.
Giving, giving, and this is going to be a hard turn. I'm always looking forward to what's coming up that'll make me smile. And I think last month we talked about Marvel Eternals, and people were letting us know what they thought about the movie. And I remember doing this post in Facebook and said, "Hey, what do you all think about the Eternals?" They're like, "No, we don't care about that. We care about what's happening in December, which is Spider-Man: No Way From Home."
That's right.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
didn't care about the Eternals. They wanted to see Spider-Man No Way From Home. So I was thinking, okay, well then this is supposed to hit theaters, I believe this Friday actually.
But yeah, I think
Um
you're right. Yeah, yeah. Spider Man is on its way. Spider Man is, will be swinging through at a theater near you. Talking about that, I do want to mention this if I might. Um, I'm gonna go see it. I don't know how, but I know that I will be there to see Spider Man. I haven't made any plans. I haven't purchased any tickets. I haven't done anything like that. Hadn't really thought about it too much, but yeah, I'm gonna see Spider Man. Now, here's a issue, Val, that we talked about maybe earlier in this year, and it's still going on. It's something that hasn't changed. Uh, the way that people see movies has fundamentally changed. Now, I know that you certainly may not want to hear that as someone who is a filmmaker, prospective filmmaker, but the way that movies come to people is changed, and I believe forever. I don't think it's going back. I don't think it's going back. Going back. No, no, no. Here's what you guys should know about it is that this weekend, I guess one of the major names in motion pictures, Steven Spielberg, actually had a picture released in theaters, and he didn't just choose anything; he chose a classic. a classic American musical with some of the most beautiful young people that you can imagine there, singing and dancing their hearts out. The music written by a gentleman named Stephen Sondheim, who was a legendary Broadway uh, composer who just recently passed away at age 90. So he had been in the news. All of them have been in the news. And no one went to see the movie. No one went to see West Side Story. And I'm not surprised. The way that people see movies has fundamentally changed. If it is not a big event movie, if it is not something that is commanding some type of large audience, if it's not a scene setter or a movie that in which people have to see it because if they don't, they can't turn on their phones because they're going to be scenes tweeted out or memes made from the movie. Or people will be telling their friends, "Oh, can you believe when this happened or that happened?" Absent that, people will wait. They can wait and they will wait. And if your movie is just in a theater, if it's not streaming, if it's not available in some other form, some way that can connect to an audience, it's as though it does not exist at all. And so I think that's one of the things that we're going to notice about movies. Movies have changed. So I haven't gotten my tickets to see Spider-Man yet, but I know I'm going to go see them, get them very soon. Spider Man is an event. It's not just a movie. I got to see it. I don't think I could live without seeing it because I won't be able to turn on my phone. I won't be able to turn on the computer or TV or anything because as soon as that comes out, everybody's gonna be talking about it. Everybody's gonna be making memes about it. Everybody's gonna be doing TikToks on
Yeah.
aspects of Spider-Man. They're gonna tell me everything that I ever wanted to know about Zendaya or Tom Holland or even Benedict Cumberbatch,
Yeah.
Doctor Strange. They
Yeah.
want to tell me I knew Jamie Foxx was gonna be in it. Yeah, okay, I did too.
Our
All right,
friend, our
and every
friend, our
Mhm.
friend, our friend out of New York, Amani is saying that she'd like to see the movie produced. I want to see the movie produced by a theater company, and they've always had a packed house. I guess about Spider-Man. I'm assuming yes. Yeah. So wow,
So Val. So in case you missed it,
I
as I
did.
as I continued
Hmm.
nonstop, it was I was just letting the people know this is that I believe the way that we see movies is fundamentally changed. People don't go to theaters anymore unless they have to. They go
Hmm.
see the big movies. Anything short of that is not worthy of the time, the danger, just the going out and the expense of going out. So these great halls are calling for great, huge movies. Maybe will we get some surprises over the next couple of years, some things that'll draw people back in,
Hmm.
but I don't think so. I don't think so. I mean, nobody saw West Side Story. It's as if that didn't exist, and that's Spielberg.
And
That's
and that's a and let's wait. Let's pause there. So you mean to tell me that this big remake that everybody was making a big deal out of, and even had the Oscar winner
how
original,
was it?
it just didn't do anything.
Nope,
Oh my
not at
gosh.
all.
Yeah, and we want to say hello to Andrew. Thank you, Kevin. Welcome. But I so no one saw that movie, guys. No one
No,
saw West
nope,
Side Story. Did we
nope,
care?
nope.
I I
Don't care. Don't care really. The movie was so the whole story was flawed from the very beginning. I mean, think about this.
mm-hmm.
In the Heights was getting heat for its representation of Dominicans
Yeah, I heard
in
about
sort of
that.
a
Yeah.
very narrow way.
Mm-hmm.
West Side Story is a notorious film. It's known for like they sprayed the skin of the actors who were supposed to be Puerto Rican in the movie to darken them up,
I I didn't understand that
including
at
Rita
all.
Moreno. Oh,
I
because
didn't
they were Puerto Rican.
I didn't understand that at all.
What do you mean you
And
don't understand it? They're not white. So I mean that's the history of the movie. So this is what you chose to remake. You thought you needed to update this? Why don't we just like let it go? There's some things that you like don't deserve saving. That's one of them. I mean, can't save everything.
well, maybe that was kind of like a complex of, okay, we want to come in and we want to redo this, and it was done by, maybe it was the movie studio that pitched it to Spielberg. We don't know, but yeah. So this is probably a misstep in his direction. I believe honestly that Steven Spielberg is a great director, but when I saw the previews for West Side Story, it was something that I just wasn't drawn to see.
Were you interested in the original?
Yeah, because of Rita Moreno.
No, no. I mean, have you ever? Okay, let's honesty test. I wish I had the Wonder Woman's lasso.
Mhm.
Valarie, have you seen the original? Have you ever seen the
No,
original
I
West
have
Side Story?
not seen the
Okay,
original.
then that means you don't want it. You're not going to go see a remake. Then why
No.
would you see a remake of something you've never seen before?
And keep in mind that the original film was made in the 60s. We weren't here yet.
I've seen the original. I mean, I
Okay.
taught theater, but I've seen the original.
Right.
I, I've,
And
I've I've read the musical. I know the songs, but do I want to see West Side Story in 2021? No, no.
oh wow.
Why would I want to see
And
this?
and Kevin is putting out your point. There are some things not worth
It's
saving.
not. It's just not. I mean, look. You know what? It's time for new things.
Mhm.
It's time for new things, and I would make a new musical. Okay, that might have been interesting.
Mhm.
If you had made a new musical about Puerto Ricans, the New Ricans experience
Mhm.
in your adopted city, that would be interesting. But to go back to this '50s movie, not
It's like making a bad remake of Cleopatra. Remember that movie? Now I've seen that one. Yeah, that's a film that should never be remade. Not with white actors. It
I've
just
never
shouldn't
seen
be.
Cleopatra.
It should never be remade. Sorry.
No, Cleopatra to me is like caffeine and 7 Up. Never had it, never will. No,
Well,
no interest.
speaking of old school films, the top Christmas movies according to Rotten Tomatoes, they had a list of 65 Christmas movies that are they consider people have rated them 1 to 65. Now, I think I talked about this before, but I think we did cartoons,
They
not
didn't do 1 to
actual.
92. They
Huh?
missed that
Yeah, they did.
from
They did.
1 to 92. That's a missed opportunity there.
It
Mhm.
really is. So the top 10 movies that are
Christmas
considered
movies.
Christmas movies, and they're talking people that have voted on it. Can you believe that at least 5 of the films of the top 10 are from the 1940s?
Yes,
Okay.
yes, because
Yeah.
I have seen many of the Christmas movies that were made in the last 20 to 30 years, and
Mhm.
collectively they are crap.
Oh,
Can,
wow.
can, can you think of some good ones?
I'm going to, but I'm gonna give I'm not gonna do 65, I'm
Okay.
just gonna do 10.
Y-
So top
Can I guess?
10.
I haven't seen this list.
Okay,
May
so
I
the
guess?
list is
May I guess?
A Tangerine made in 2015. I haven't seen that one.
May I guess some of them?
Go ahead and guess of the
Uh,
top 10.
it's a Wonderful Life.
Well, that comes in bing, 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 bing as number one. Thank you so much, Kevin, for putting the reference article of the top 65 movies according to Rotten Tomatoes for Christmas. But
How
yeah,
about
so
Holiday Inn? Is Holiday Inn on there?
Holiday Inn is number 3, and it was made in 1942. Wink,
There we
wink.
go. There we go.
Guns blazing.
Woo! I
which
got
other
two of them.
You got two
Okay.
of them.
So you
What's
got
some
the
more?
40s.
What's more in the 40s? At least 5. So you got 2.
Gonna roll the dice here.
Roll
Oh
the
no.
dice.
White Christmas.
Actually, that is not in the top 10.
Ooh, okay.
That is
Okay.
not in the top 10. It might be
Okay.
on the top 65, but it's not in the top 10. Yeah.
Okay, let's think.
Wait,
These are all
Kevin, don't put it in the chat. Wait a minute. You're going to give the answers. No, don't give the answers.
Okay, so let me just guess Christmas movies.
Just Christmas
This was who? This is Rotten Tomatoes?
This was Rotten Tomatoes.
So
Yeah.
did they come out on the side that Die Hard is a Christmas movie?
Yes, they did. And it was actually number 11. Number
Okay.
11 or number
11.
12.
So outside the top 10.
Outside of the top 10.
Okay.
Yeah.
But they said Die Hard is a Christmas movie.
Is a Christmas movie. Because I really think what determines a Christmas movie is if the vast majority of things are happening in and around that date of Christmas.
Ooh. No, it's not there, isn't it? But see, my African American self, did you hear me? I was about to say best man holiday. I was about to put it in there, buddy.
Well, you know what? Now that you say it, I have it listed as an honorable mention, and best man holiday is number 53.
Oh no, that should be much higher.
It should be much higher because I was really happy about that. However, okay, can you guess at least 2 more movies in the top 10? Here we go.
Gosh, Christmas, Christmas.
You can cheat and look in the chat, but
no. Christmas movies.
Christmas movies, right?
Ooh, American. Oh, what are Home Alones, right? Home Alone something.
Home Alone is on the list, but not in the top. It's not in the top 10 for people that voted on it. However,
what's it? Was the Merry Christmas? You ugly. What is it? You terrible. What's it called?
with the tongue? I don't know what that is, Michael.
Oh, come on!
I don't know what the
come
tongue
on!
is.
It's a Midwest movie. A guy from Chicago, outside Chicago, wrote it. I'm blanking on the name of it right now. Come on, help me out here. It's a little kid in the rifle and the leg, the limp leg, the leg.
Is it an old movie?
No, it's from the early 80s. It's the one that's set in Indiana. Oh my God.
Can someone help us out here in the chat? I don't know what movie he's talking about.
Yeah.
Okay,
wait. Remember Val, they go to the Chinese. There we go. Christmas Story. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Miss Brown.
Thank you, Miss Brown. Christmas Story. Wow, he sticks his tongue on the pole.
Oh, and it sticks.
The Christmas Story, and the dad gets the lamp. Mm-hmm. You know, it's the lady's leg in fishnets, and he keeps trying to put it on the table, and the mom keeps trying to get rid of it.
Wow. Okay.
And they go to the Chinese restaurant for Christmas because they burn. Remember they burn the turkey.
Yes, I do remember that.
The dog comes in and eats it.
Mm-hmm. Yes, I remember that.
Can I tell you something?
What?
At one of the lowest points in my life, which is not very long ago, at one of the lowest points in my life, I learned a lesson from Christmas Story.
What lesson did you learn? What did you learn?
In Christmas Story, they learned that that if you were hungry on Christmas, that the Chinese restaurants are open. That is true.
Oh,
that is not made up for the movie. Yeah, I double dogged you. Oh, there you go. Yes. And he did it. Yeah.
And it
Plays
plays all
day.
day on TBS. Thank you,
Did you
Saba.
know? So Val, you don't know the history of that movie, that story? The guy who wrote it is from Chicago.
Well,
He's
that you
from
know
the
what?
south suburbs, and
Mhm.
he went out and he talks about the story about the family in Indiana and
Mhm.
growing up there and having this background with the red rifle, the Red Ranger Rover rifle thing, and that's the only thing he wanted for Christmas, you know. I mean, that was a different time, right? You know, he wanted a gun
Right.
for Christmas and things worked out well. Doesn't happen
Right.
like that anymore. So because he double dog dared him. And that's what you got to remember. Don't ever fall for the double dog dare.
Well, we'll never do that. And you know what? I believe that movie does come on the list.
It's
In
got to be in the
fact,
top 10.
yeah, well, it's not in the top 10. A Christmas Story is not in the top 10, but it is definitely
A
on
pox
the
on this
list.
list. This
What
list, this,
happened?
this list, a pox on this list. This list is I don't this list is not reliable anymore because the
Oh,
Christmas
okay.
Story needs to be on there. You know what else is an American Christmas classic?
What's that?
Scrooged. Bill Murray
Okay.
Scrooged is
Bill
one of my
Murray's
favorite
Scrooge is
Christmas movies.
hilarious. That is hilarious. Oh my gosh.
Is that on this list? Because if it's not, we can just move on from this list because this list is
Whoa.
trash.
This list is
If this list doesn't have Scrooge with Bill Murray, this list is trash. That is one of the funniest, happiest Christmas movies. Can I tell you why? May I tell you
Why is it? Why is it? Why is
Because
it that way?
because half of us on Christmas, depending on what the Christmas is, we are depressed as hell.
Yeah, some
And
of
when
us
you
are.
watch Scrooge, there is no way that you come away from that movie depressed. When you see all that he goes through, first of all, you laughing at him, then you laughing with him, and then you have empathy for the man toward the end of the movie, and then you just feel happy. Like I have cried at the end of Scrooge with Bill Murray. That movie is good. That is cathartic. It
Wow.
is important, just like Die Hard.
Well, you know what? I will say this. Home Alone is number 51 and Scrooge is number 52.
No, no. Okay, all right. So
Okay,
what's the
so
top 10? What's the top 10 of
so
this,
let me
this,
let me
this
do this.
stupid
So
list?
number 1 is A Wonderful Life. That came out in 1946.
Got it. Sure.
Number
Bring it to
2
movie.
is Miracle on 34th Street. That came out in 47.
Okay.
There was
Okay.
a film called Holiday Inn that came out in
Yes, I
1942.
mentioned that one.
You did.
Holiday Inn is the first time we hear White Christmas. So
Okay.
there's a movie called White Christmas that comes out after Holiday Inn, and it
Mhm.
also uses the song White Christmas. But the first time Bing Crosby sings White Christmas is in the movie Holiday Inn.
Okay. And the
And
next
yes,
one.
I do know that stupid trivia like that.
Okay,
I
so
can tell you that.
number 4 is Shop Around the Corner. That came out in 1940.
Who's in that?
I don't remember. Okay.
No,
And so now
yeah.
and so now number 5 is How the Grinch Stole Christmas, 1967.
Yes. Okay. Okay. Yes. Okay. 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 The list can live. All
Okay.
right. I forgot
Number
about the
6,
Grinch.
number 6, the Tim Burton classic, The Nightmare Before Christmas in 93.
How do you feel about that?
I feel like Charlie Brown should be in its place.
Yeah.
I love
Yeah.
Charlie Brown.
I think I'm a little too old for Tim Burton. I am more a Charles Schultz guy.
I'm definitely Charles Schultz. And then here's the other the rounds off the list toward the end. Little Women, the remake in 2019.
No.
That's what they have.
No.
That's what they
No.
have
I'm
on this
sorry.
list.
I'm with Larry David. I have the same feeling toward the Marx sisters. I don't care. I don't care.
And then number 8, Meet Me in St. Louis, that came out in 1944.
Okay, that's okay. You know,
There's
that one works.
a movie, and these two movies that came out in 2015. Number 9, Carol and Tangerine in 2015. They both came out in 2015.
No,
Haven't heard
no
them. So
Tangerine.
now,
No.
So-
no, I can tell you. No, let's cut it off here. No,
okay, so
that's
what gets
ridiculous.
what is
Carol
on
also kind of ridiculous.
what's on the list that should move up is Jingle Jangle, A Christmas Journey that came out last year. I
Okay.
really liked it.
Okay.
Will Ferrell and Elf.
Elf. Yeah, where's Elf?
It's number 26. Jingle Jangle's
No,
number
that's top
19.
10. That's top 10.
Charlie Brown Christmas is number 36. That came out in 1965.
Okay, so we move Elf in Carol's place.
Yeah.
Tangerine goes away, and that
Yeah.
goes to Charlie Brown.
And then Best Man Holiday 2013. That's number 53.
No, wait, no, they're not 20 better Christmas movies than that. They're not.
And at almost the bottom of the list is The Preacher's Wife. In 1996, it came in at number 63. I'm letting you know what the list says. That's all I'm doing.
That's ridiculous. Okay,
Oh, and Imani corrected. Let us know that James Stewart was in Shop Around the Corner. Thank you, Imani.
All right. Fine. I have no qualms on James. On James.
Right. So thank you so much, Kevin.
No.
He put it in.
I think I saw Tangerine. No, that's not a no. And where's Die Hard?
Die Hard's number 11. It's just outside of the top 10. And lastly, one of the highest grossing Christmas films for box office tickets at 476 million is Home Alone. It's number 2.
Number 2 what?
In other words, in best ticket sales.
Okay, but on this list is like in the 40s and 50s.
Yeah, Home Alone is like in the 20s or 30s or something, which is weird. It should be in the top 10, but it's not. Yeah, so it and thank you, Kevin. Yeah, Charlie Brown was number 36. We're a little sad about it.
No. Higher, Bob, higher.
Oh my gosh.
That's insane. That's just insane.
I know.
It doesn't make any sense.
I know. So now I'm in my feelings. Have you been keeping up with Insecure, Michael?
Yeah, I've been keeping up with Insecure. Yeah, I've been kind of stuck. What? This girl.
After Christmas, it's the last episode.
So there are 2 more episodes of Insecure. I don't know what they about to do. All I know is a couple things.
What do you know?
I know that I unfortunately I'm gonna have to go get treated for it. I have a prejudice that I'm.
What kind of prejudice do you have?
I don't like this yellow dude she's with. Okay, I don't.
You don't like Kendrick Sampson's character?
I don't like his face.
You don't like his
anything
face
about this dude.
Remove. Whoa. I am having a lot of technical issues right now. That's absolutely horrible.
It's okay.
But go ahead. So you don't wait a minute. So wait, I'm gonna
they are. Go ahead.
Okay, so you don't like his face at all.
No, the discount Steph Curry. No. He's like great value Steph Curry.
Come on.
He's great value Steph Curry. No.
I think he's decent. Look, I feel like their characters don't really have chemistry, and I know that
they're not supposed to.
They're not supposed
That's why it's
to.
going to be so easy when they break up.
That's why in this last episode that just happened, she keeps dreaming about Lawrence, and I'm just like,
of course she does.
You need to just go ahead and get back with Lawrence, baby and all. Come on, just go back with Lawrence.
I don't know about that. That I don't know about. I think she needs to go just find somebody, and it ain't. Just because it's nearby don't mean it's good. I mean, just because it's available don't mean you have to put it in your cart, right? I mean, when you're shopping on Amazon and it makes suggestions, when you make suggestions to you, you don't have to add it to your cart.
I don't
I mean,
believe it.
you can put it on hold, just save
Thank
it down there for later.
Thank you, Whitley. Whitley. She's saying what you're saying is
Right.
fire.
He's discount Steph Curry. He ain't getting threes. He's barely knocking down layups. I mean, come on. I thought all dude was gonna knock him out when he went and cut the guy's hair.
Yeah.
Everybody black knows that was. I mean, I don't care how emotionally unavailable he is, how much therapy he had. That was breaking bylaws, centuries old bylaws.
Very much so. Very much so.
You
Yeah.
can't take another barber's client. Are you kidding me?
You don't do that.
That's
That's
ridiculous.
so against code in any
Yes,
barbershop.
yes.
In any barbershop. Guys,
Smash the like button.
go ahead and smash
Share.
the like button and please share. We're just having a good time and
That's ridiculous.
I
I
don't
mean, that
understand.
dude is so. I mean, he's so whack. He has no charisma at all.
I know.
At all.
I
I know,
know.
but you're saying like, oh, this actor, he's got to be a hell of an actor.
Kendrick Sampson, yes,
How did that come across?
I don't know. I think him and Issa Rae are cute on screen.
No, they're not.
When they act
Mm.
together, I don't know. I'm just kind of like, why? Like, what's happening? I don't
What's
see.
that wife's name? I can't remember her name. The one that wants to cook and have her own cooking empire, but nobody wants to eat her food. What's her name?
The actress that plays they're one of their friends.
No. I mean Steph Curry's wife. I can't think of his.
I can't think of her name either. I don't want to throw her name in the mix, but I don't. Why are you trying to throw her name in the mix? Why is that?
Aisha or something like that. Aisha, right?
Mm-hmm,
Look, that's what he needs. He needs a great value Steph Curry's wife. He doesn't need Issa Rae. Issa Rae has too much, like, she's way too interesting for him. Just way too interesting for him.
Now, what did you think?
You know what I want to see? You know what I want to see?
What do you want to see? What do you want to see?
I want to see a hook up with Crenshaw. That's what I want to see. I want to see him slip one day and like, and he convinced her to like hook up his thing because he hooked up. That's what I want to see.
Oh, now is that the gentleman that they made up this last episode? Because and that's Kofi.
Yeah, Kofi. There we go. I want to see this happen. I want to see some brown on brown.
Oh,
that's what I want to see.
Yeah. So
we're all that yellow. I didn't need to see that dude's yellow butt. I didn't need that.
Yeah, okay. Well, we're all
on my TV.
I am very happy for. Oh, wait a minute. Amani says, agree. Just because it's near don't mean you put it in the cart.
No, say that item. Thank you for your suggestion, Amazon, but no, thank you. I didn't want to make that purchase at this time. I mean, Issa gotta know that. Just because he's there doesn't mean like, oh, I want to do this for a while. Don't.
Yeah. So I'm I'm very excited. I'm going to ask Kevin to put. Now they just released a couple. I think yesterday. Penny, who is the showrunner for Insecure, they're going to be doing a documentary rap party. And what's so special about this this season is the last season, and it was shot during COVID. So, and they tried a lot of shows that are coming out now. They're, everyone's tested, everyone that's in the shot, they don't have the mask on, but the people that are shooting and behind the scenes, everyone's masked up and they're following COVID protocols. But I'm just going to ask Kevin to throw that YouTube link in the chat, you guys. It's the latest, it's the farewell documentary that'll be coming. But yeah, Insecure, 2 more episodes. I'm really sad to see this show go away. And there's so many shows that are gunning for the void that
and your girl from Insecure is in like 2 of them, right?
That's 2 shows.
So the actress who plays the pregnant woman, the one that messed Issa's, her groove up.
Mm-hmm.
She's in like 2 different shows on BET Plus, isn't she? I mean, at least 1 or 2, right?
Right, and I think she's in a Christmas movie as well. Yeah,
I'm so confused. I keep seeing her in these shows, and I'm like, is that her or is that her? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like, is she playing the same part? Because it
Yeah.
looks like she's playing the same part in all of these shows.
I hope not. And that's horrible. And I don't know if that happens with other uh
I
other
guess.
other race actors or
Mhm.
actresses. If you're another if you're Puerto Rican, if you're white, if you're Hispanic, if you're Asian, do you get typecast? Because if you
She
play
looks
a
like she's
certain
being typecast.
role, unfortunately you end up especially as a black woman, you end up getting typecast in as the woman that breaks up the main couple.
Yes.
Gabrielle Dennis, loved her in the game, and she was on the Black Lady sketch show doing funny stuff, but then
Hmm.
she's on the Upshaws with Kim Fields and Mike Epps, and they got her as the baby mama with all the drama, and I'm like, that feels like a typecast from the game, like, oh. But I understand everybody got a mortgage payment. It's you got to do.
Now
You got to do.
tonight there was a comedy that debuted on NBC Peacock or
I
whatever
saw that.
called Grand Crew.
What do you think
Uh,
of that? What do you
oh, I thought
think
it
of
was
that?
funny. I laughed. I thought it
It
was
was
really
cute.
it's a good. It seemed like a decent show. Not too crazy. It has Garrett Morris in some kind of narrator
Which is
capacity, which is nice.
which was fun. And yeah,
Mhm.
and thank you so much for this, Kobe. He says seems like mostly with black women, it does happen with the typecasting, and it's not cool.
And it's
Um,
got Nicole, what's her name? The comedian Nicole in it in Grand Crew.
okay.
And the one from like nailed it, and that crazy obstacle course show. Byer, right? Nicole Byer, isn't that her
Oh,
name?
Nicole Breyer. Yeah, she
Yeah, so
plays
she's in
Nikki.
this Grand Crew, and she looks like she is like helping to make this thing
Really,
work.
really,
She
really
is
funny. And there's a
funny.
lot of these actors. I haven't seen a lot of them before, but I have seen Echo Kellum, and he's playing Noah. Now, Noah and Nicole Bryer's character Nikki are brother and sister in this, and
Right.
on
So,
a
and the
show.
guy, the showrunner, is named Phil Augusta Jackson.
Mhm.
He's a writer producer, and he's done. He worked with Key and Peele,
Okay.
Brooklyn Nine, and
Mhm.
Ding Ding Ding. Everything always goes back to
Two.
Insecure. He played
Yes. So
Insecure.
that means Issa Rae created a lot of lanes and a lot of jobs for folks. And
Absolutely.
so that is a tip and a nod and a wink to our girl. Oh my gosh. I've just so Echo Kellum was
Hmm.
on was he what oh god, what show he was on Arrow on the CW for years, and he was like the nerdy IT person, and he played a gay guy on a gay guy on there too. So I was just like, oh, okay, we're gonna do it straight this time because he's Grand. This Grand Cruise sounds like a fun show, and they did 2 episodes tonight on NBC. Is that going to be every Tuesday or what?
Yeah, it's coming back. So this was the debut before the holiday. It's going to be coming back first week in I think the first week in January.
Okay.
So this is one of the things. 2 episodes now, kind of whet your appetite, and then let you know when it comes back. The same thing. ABC did the same thing with one of their newer shows called Abbott Elementary, which
Hmm.
starred among the stars was the now grown up version of the kid who played Chris and Everybody Hates Chris.
Yeah. Abbott
So
Abbott Elementary.
yeah, that was on ABC. That
Yeah.
made its debut I think earlier this week, or
Yeah.
last sometime last week, and it's going to come back in January as well.
Yeah. And
Um,
and speaking back to typecasting, Amadi or Climb the Mountain, she was saying that Regina King in the very beginning when she was trying to break out of her role and when she did 227, she was typecast as a homegirl.
oh, she was quite a homegirl too.
Yeah, but
I
she
recall her homegirlness. Yes,
she but she definitely moved out of that big time, and I
yeah.
and good gracious, now she's She's a gunslinger and
Well,
some other things with
yeah.
the Netflix. The harder they fall, and
Speaking
directing.
speaking of smooth transitions,
Mhm.
here's one. So
Okay.
both in their last season, Insecure as well as Blackish, both Issa Rae and Tracy Ellis Ross are both nominated in the Best Actress in a Television Series category for the 2021
Two, you mean 2022, right?
two
Yeah.
Golden Globes.
Are we checking for that,
Remember the
Michael?
Golden Globe? Are we checking
Are
for it?
we
I
checking for the Golden Globes?
well,
I don't know if we're doing that.
Snoop Dogg was checking for it, or they paid him to check for it because he read off the nominations. Uh, Ben Affleck. That's how you say it, Snoop. Ben Affleck. Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
So, yeah. Are we checking for it? I don't know if we're checking for it.
I
What are you?
don't
Are you? Val?
I'm
You checking
I'm
for it?
I'm checking for their voting members. Have you diversified your voting members? That's all I care about. If you've done that, then maybe I'm going to check for either the broadcast or who won. I don't know. I'm just going to
Broadcast.
go.
There is no broadcast.
Oh, I forgot. Yeah, there isn't. Okay, there you go. There is no
There's no
broadcast for the
broadcast partner as of today, the 14th. Now that might change
Yeah,
because there seems to be money to be made, and I've never heard of people like passing up money to be made.
cannot. The color that matters the
Look,
most is green.
look, you know what I mean? When it all falls down, there's always Fox. I can't believe Fox won't pick this up. Either Fox Network or Fox Nation or whatever. Okay,
Oh
'cause
my
Fox Nation
gosh.
picks up everything. So I can't believe that
And
somebody's not going to pick up the Golden Globes and bite the dust and make them have a person of color host the show and just like
thank you,
exactly,
Kevin.
Kevin.
Thank you, Kevin.
Somebody's going to do it. Okay. Now you may not have anybody showing up to pick up these awards, but you know what? So what? Will people
And
watch this show?
I
Yes.
know. I
Out
know.
of curiosity, wouldn't you watch it?
I would. It depends on who's hosting. It depends on, and also it just depends on if they address the issue that was brought up last year or earlier this year about
Well, of course they will. That's why you watch it.
now
To
what?
me, this is a no brainer.
No brainer.
I would not be surprised if this wasn't on BET before January. If BET doesn't pick this up and figure out some kind of way to like say like, look, we throw our arms around the Hollywood Foreign Press Association. They made these concessions and promises and all.
Right.
If look, I would not be surprised if you hear MC Light's voice going like, from Los Angeles, California, the Golden Globes on BET.
I don't know.
Here's the after
I don't
set with
I don't know if the Golden Globes would be a good fit, but I keep reminding
on
myself
BET.
that BET is Viacom and that's CBS and that's VH1 and that's MTV and that's a whole bunch of other
You don't
channels.
think people would watch the Golden Globes on BET?
If it was if the flagship network was BET, then it would have to be a guarantee a person of color would have to be the host. I feel
Look,
like it would have to be. It would
they
just be
want you. Look, okay, you know what?
okay.
I know it's been hard. I know it's been rough times, but they want you. The Golden Globes want you. They added 4-5 black people to their little group of 100, and now they want you back. Best actor in a motion picture drama. Mahershala Ali in a movie I've never heard of. Okay.
Okay.
Javier Bardem being the Ricardo, so he plays Ricky Ricardo.
Okay.
Likely the front runner, as far as what I've seen, Benedict Cumberbatch in Power of the Dog,
Okay.
Will Smith, King Richard, Denzel Washington, The Tragedy of Macbeth. So you got 3 brothers in that category. And then you got Javier Bardem,
Oh,
who English is a second language.
and
And then you
Kevin
got
says
Benedict Cumberbatch.
Kevin says it
American is
depends
a second language.
and it depends on how they market the Golden Globes. It really depends on who would watch. I
Oh,
don't
please
know.
hire me. I know how to market this thing. This thing will be the easiest thing in the world to market. We are sorry. We made a mistake, and now we want to do right. And that's why we have decided to bring our talents to BET. Just like LeBron brought it to South Beach and then to Cleveland and then back to LA. Okay, look, it's the easiest thing in the world. BET is a network. They have cameras. You just put it on there. It's an award show. That's a no-brainer. How many award shows do BET do right now? At least three, right? They got the BET Awards. They got
Mm-hmm.
the Soul Train Awards now, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they still have that Lady of Soul Award or whatever it is.
I believe, you know what? I feel like they've kind of blended Lady of Soul
Okay,
inside
they got
of
the
the
Hip Hop
Soul Train
Award
Award.
that they do where they
Yeah,
have like Khaled come out and just yell for like 2 hours.
I
They
don't
have
know.
at least three different awards on BET as it is right now. As you said, that's Viacom, right?
Yes,
So
it's
then,
Viacom.
then the CBS part of BET, they picked up what the Image recently,
The
right?
NAACP Award, the Image Awards.
NAACP.
Yeah.
Dude, okay, so this is one's gonna have a few white people. They can handle it at BET.
Oh wow. I just
They
my
just be like pretend they light skin.
I just
Pretend they
my
really light
Oh
skin.
wow. I
It'll be
just I want to see the Golden Globes. It would be great. I would like to see what network will go ahead and pick it up. And let's just diversify the categories and what is this? The nominees. Let's do that. I mean, I feel like we have
Anthony Anderson's up for Blackish in its final
okay.
season.
Okay. Well then
Um,
that's great. And who else?
and who else? What do you mean who else? You mean
Like
in that category? Who
I
else is in
mean
that
I
category?
mean I
Like the
mean
winner?
like no, not the winner, but just other people that were nominated. This sounds very exciting. I'm thinking about Snoop, but I'm laughing. I'm thinking about that wig he had on last week when he was on live in front of a studio
No,
audience
no,
with
they had Snoop and he read the nominees. He couldn't say Ben Affleck. I don't know. I don't
okay.
think he didn't seem high. I don't know.
Well,
But what?
he might have
But it was early.
he it might have been he might have been sleepy or he might have been high. We don't know.
We
None
don't
of us
know.
know.
We
None
don't
of us know.
know. We don't know. We're not in charge. We don't know.
So so
But
as
I do think that this is something that could be there. Now, if you put the award show on BET, does that mean Beyonce might show up?
she would have to be honored for Black is King or something.
No,
Like
she is nominated for Best Original Song in a Motion Picture.
okay. Okay.
For she has some song in King Richard. I think that's the song they play over the.
Oh, at the very end, the end titles. Kobe, Wake and Bake. What is that? I don't know. I don't know. What
Is
is
that what?
that?
Is that what? Okay. So Val. So what that is reference to is you wake up in the morning, and then you light up, and then you get baked. So you wake and bake.
Oh, that's what
It,
that
it,
means. Because I kind of feel like that's what's happening with the smoke that's happening. What are you whispering?
it's a drug reference.
Oh, okay. Because I'm so corny. I don't know, but it. Because I was seeing a bunch of smoke. Yeah, I was just
This
trying to.
incense is cedar wood, and it smells wonderful.
Oh, okay. Because I was wondering what was happening over in your neck of the woods. As we wrap up,
No, it's cedar wood. Cedar wood smells wonderful. It's available at Whole Foods. That's where I got
okay.
it from.
Oh my gosh. So as we wrap up, guys, I have joined this podcasting community, Slay with Trey. This is a friend of mine, Tracy King. And tomorrow morning, bright and early at 8 o'clock Eastern, 7 a.m. Central, I will be here. She won the $10 gift card for being our 100th subscriber on this
Woohoo!
channel. Woo! So congratulations to Tracy, and I'll probably post the video that we did earlier today. But I'm just excited. Me moments in the morning. We're always talking about things, affirmations, and how we can do self-love, and it's a fun time. So I like to join her on Wednesdays, and that's tomorrow morning. If you're up early, check us out. The link is in the chat. And then let's finish up my little spiel. Today's episode of Talk on Tuesdays is brought to you by NBN's African American Historical News Journal. Give the gift of knowledge this holiday season as the Drive for Five starts right now. I got my five, and I invite you to get your five. Go to nbnconnect.com and type in interludes as the referral. This is a great fundraiser. There's a telethon that's coming up. It's a whole deal. So I'm all excited. And what's your name, Michael?
My name is not Valarie the Voice Johnson, but yours is, because this is Interludes Extra, Talk on Tuesday with Valarie Johnson.
All right, guys. So Kevin Springer, myself, and Michael Wamble, we thank you so much for joining us on tonight. And hey, join us again next week. I think next week is going to be our swan song for the year. We'll do one more episode for the year, and then we'll be back in 2022 with the fun stuff. You know what I'm saying? All right, guys. Peace.